Hello and a very warm welcome to our coverage of tonight's NBL Division 1 matchup between the City of Birmingham Rockets and the Reading Rockets, coming to you live from Nechel's Wellbeing Centre. My name is Aaron Viles, I'll be your commentator for the action this evening, and what an evening of basketball this one promises to be. Now, we are aware of some slight technical hitches on the live stream. We can only apologise for that, folks. We hope that the technical difficulties will be resolved at some point throughout the stream. We are aware that the pictures aren't exactly incredible at the moment, but I'll try my best to describe the action as it takes place here in the second city. Now, with regards to team news for this evening, well, there's some pretty big team news as far as the visitors are concerned. So Lewis Champion, the captain, is unavailable for this fixture this evening. That means that the Reading Rockets are as follows. We've got Mitch Clark, Zane Corman, Simon Chamberlain, Tyan Sangu, Reece Pinnock, who will be the filling captain for the unavailable champion this evening, Victor Ollerin, Isaac Spurrier, Matt Allman, Justin Hopkins, Adam Coxon and George Clark. As for the City of Birmingham Rockets, well, they'll be looking to maintain that momentum after that incredible 82-76 victory over the defending champions, the Derby Trailblazers, last weekend. So the home side will line up as follows in terms of their squad. Martin Gale, of course, the captain, will be out on the floor this evening. Zach Powell, the man in form, will also be making an appearance, I've no doubt about that. Then there's Lucas McGregor, Orlan Jackman, Luke Okasieme, Faris Magal, Sam Tolawasi, Jordan Dawes, CJ Hayden, Levi Knoll, Leon Henry, and there's also a new face in the form of Ariane Davoudi. Looking forward to watching him in action this evening. And again, I do apologise, folks, for anybody tuning in to the live stream. Yeah, I am watching along myself, and the pictures, well, we're struggling to get any connection, to be honest, here at Nechel's this evening, so it might be a little bit of a radio broadcast. I can only apologise for that. We have got a couple of people here in the building working on the pictures as we speak, but in that case, I'll just have to describe everything in a lot more detail. In terms of this game this evening, hopefully the live stream will fix itself at some point. Huh? Yeah. back, folks, to Nechel's Wellbeing Centre for our coverage of the City of Birmingham Rockets and the Reading Rockets. We can only apologise for the technical difficulties currently affecting the stream as Powell pulls up for the jump shot there will be the two. That will spiral out of bounds, will be a inbound for the City of Birmingham Rockets. So just to update you on the score, we do apologise about the lack of feed at the moment. Reading currently have a 4-1 lead here, with jump shots from Justin Hopkins and Zane Porman getting the visitors off the mark. Here we go then, here's Okasieme, puts up the shot, it's rebounded by Powell. Good hustle, and we'll go to the line for two. But yes, just in case you missed the first attempted stream, there was a little bit of team news as far as the Reading Rockets are concerned. The captain, Lewis Champion, unavailable for this game, as Zach Powell here at the free throw line. First one is up and good. Absolutely no problem with that one at all. Gets ready to take the second one of his throws from the line. Second one, absolutely no problem about that at all. So score now, COB Rockets 3, Reading Rockets 4. Mitch Clark begins the transitional offence here. The standout players as far as the visitors are concerned. Former pro from West Australia, and Sangu is met in the paint by Okasieme. That draws the contact in the end. A little bit of afters here between Martin Gale and Mitch Clark. Colin Jackman just calming his captain down. But as I said, folks, we are working very hard to get the pictures back to the normal quality. So if it is a little bit more of a radio style broadcast, I can only apologise for the time being. We are working on those technical difficulties as we speak. But I'll keep you updated with all the shots, all the scores. We'll also keep you updated with the other fixtures taking place across NBL Division 1 this evening, as Masango's first free throw is no good. You can probably tell by the reaction of the bumper crowd here at Nechel's Wellbeing Centre. Kisses the iron. Goes out for nothing. Masango misses the second one as well. It's gathered off the offensive glass there by Zane Porman. Attempts to work out here on the wing. He's being guarded very intently here by Okasieme. Nice pass out towards Hopkins. It's put back up by Masango. Excellent hustle. And that will be a matchup that we witness all evening long. Here is Zach Powell to Okasieme. Met by Masango yet again. Welcome back, folks, to Nechel's Wellbeing Centre. Welcome back to our live action here at Nechel's Wellbeing Centre. It's the City of Birmingham Rockets versus the Reading Rockets. Here's Zach Powell, he's met the three and cashes in superbly. How about that for a shot from Zach Powell? In the corner, no problem whatsoever. Just while he gets ready to take the free throw, folks. Can only apologise about the technical difficulties affecting us on the Rocket stream this evening. We are trying our hardest to rectify all of them as Zach Powell attempts to make this a 4-point play. It's City of Birmingham Rockets 11, Reading Rockets 13. Just 1:27 remaining in this first quarter. Powell then from the free throw line misses on this occasion. It is gobbled up by the number 9, Isaac Spurrier. It's been a really fast and frenetic start to this game. The Reading Rockets really have moved this basketball around very nicely. Here is Mitch Clark. Shot from the wing from Portman. Off target on that occasion, gobbled up by Orlan Jackman. Chance here for the Rockets to continue to cut into that deficit. Levi Knoll on the ball, goes towards the big towering figure. Jackman attempts to pull up. Well, the Reading Rockets are furious about that. Mitch Clark straight away went up to the ref, calling for the travel. But the contact was deemed sufficient as far as the COB Rockets are concerned. Will be a couple from the free throw line here for Orlan Jackman. So just to bring you up to date in terms of some of the scorers in this evening's game. In terms of the Reading Rockets, Hopkins has scored 2, Portman scored a couple, Nasangu with a big offensive rebound and the putback. Also adding 2 points, 2 for Zane Portman, as well as 3 from Simon Chamberlain. Here is Jackman, then cashes in at the first one. Here is Jackman once more then. To make it a tight game, makes no mistake there whatsoever. COB Rockets 13, Reading Rockets 13. Less than 50 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter. Been a fantastic start to the game, really has been, and here is one of the Reading Rockets danger men, it's Simon Chamberlain. Well, he launches that one out of bounds, attempted to find the run into the corner for the three-point shots, and instead just throws a howitzer out into the corner. So 30 seconds remaining here for the City of Birmingham Rockets to potentially take their first lead of this opening quarter. And again, folks, we can only apologise about the technical difficulties affecting the stream this evening. I'll keep you up to date as best as I can. If there are any issues, just let us know in the YouTube comments, as we are keeping a very close eye on it as the ball is given away. Here is Spurrier, bounce pass in towards Victor Ollerin. Chamberlain comes up with the ball, puts up the layup with the left hand, rebounded by number 11, Levi Knoll. So chance here for Rockets, gets it! Excellent way to finish the first quarter as far as the City of Birmingham Rockets are concerned. It's the home side who lead by 2. It's the City of Birmingham Rockets 15, the Reading Rockets 13. So yes, apologies about the lack of stream earlier. I will update you with the team news that we saw a little bit earlier in this contest. So the big news as far as the visitors are concerned, Lewis Champion, the captain, unavailable for this game. So in terms of their squad lining up in the second city this evening, they've got Mitch Clark, Zane Portman, Simon Chamberlain, Ty Nasangu, Reece Pinnock, who is the standing captain for the unavailable champion, Victor Ollerin, Isaac Spurrier, Matt Allman, Justin Hopkins, Adam Coxon and George Clark. As for the hosts, they've got Martin Gale, of course, who is the well-beloved captain here at Nechel's Wellbeing Centre, Zach Powell, Lucas McGregor, Orlan Jackman, Luke Okasieme, Faris Magal, Sam Tolawasi, Jordan Dawes, CJ Hayden, Levi Knoll, Leon Henry, and the newcomer from the University of Worcester, Aryan Davudi. Looking forward to seeing him a little bit later on in the piece this evening. So, for those who are just tuning in to the stream, a reminder of the score. It's the City of Birmingham Rockets who lead this one by a score of 15 points to 13. And in terms of some of the plays, we've seen so much hustle on the offensive glass from the two big men as far as these two sides are concerned. Luke Okasieme also got a big block on his opposite number, Tyner Sangu, so looking forward to seeing how that matchup gets on as the night continues. And in terms of some other big matchups, so much star calibre on display here in Birmingham this evening. Orlan Jackman versus Simon Chamberlain. Now, Jackman, of course, is a standout defensive player for the home side. Last season, he led the team in both blocks and steals. He's a clamped-down defender. Simon Chamberlain, the former Toronto Metropolitan University forward, has also had a very good start to the season. He'll be looking to build on his 14-point performance against the Thames Valley Cavaliers last Saturday. So here we go then, second quarter about to get underway. Let's see what we've got in store here at Nechells. It's been Martin Gale, the Rockets, skipper to get us back underway here. An attempted bounce pass will go out of bounds. Ball will be recycled for the Reading Rockets. Expect a lot of fast-paced, energetic, sometimes frenetic basketball on the court this evening. Both sides love that transitional offence. Very capable on the fast break. In terms of the defence, they've also got some very, very big players in the paint. Here is Mitch Clark then, former Western Australia pro. And he draws the contact there, just behind the three-point line. First foul quarter as far as the City of Birmingham Rockets are concerned. Just the 40 seconds gone in this one. Ball is given back here to Mitch Clark. Had that incredible 18-point game. Two sides met down in Reading last season. There's an air ball there from Chris Pinnock. Finds the hands of Orlan Jackman, and here's Jackman here on the basketball. Leon Henry makes no mistake with that one, cashes in the three-piece. That will extend the lead now to 5 points. Home side leading 18 points to 13 as Clark goes for the floated layup. Can't connect on that one. Defensive rebound there from Martin Gale. Here's Henry again. Goes for the shot, can't quite make the three-pointer on that occasion as Clark. He really is someone to watch out for from an offensive perspective. He really is the glue guy as far as those screens, the pick and rolls, and of course that three-point shooting unit for Reading is concerned as Pinnock pulls up for three. Doesn't get enough on that one. Ball trickles out once more to Martin Gale. Draws the contact there from Isaac Spurrier. Like the fact that he still put up the shot after that. Martin Gale, of course, the main man as far as the COB Rockets were concerned in 23-24. Pretty much led the side in everything other than steals and blocks. Let's see what he can do now with the inbound. Got plenty of options there. Goes to CJ Hayden. Zach Powell now, one of the Rockets' premier scorers in this early stage of the season, being guarded intently there by Reece Pinnock, makes his way past. Gives it out to Hayden. Only 3 seconds on the clock. Hayden pulls up for two. And agonisingly bounces out for no score in that instance. Again, we need to apologise, folks, if we do have any further technical difficulties or gremlins on the stream this evening. As I said, our technical team is trying everything we can to get our stream working as best as possible. Here is Zach Powell once more. As the outlet, Martin Gale pulls up. And attempted tip-in doesn't quite get there as far as the home side are concerned. Norman here on fast break, and Chapman does very well to just stick out the left ball there and deflect it out of bounds. Of course, Chapman, I mentioned that beforehand, the real go-to defensive option as far as Charles Smith's side are concerned. Ever such an active defender as Clark pulls up here for two. The one doesn't quite connect. We'll go to the stats at half-time, of course, between these two teams, but the Reading Rockets so far this season, especially in the Kit King Trophy, where they have done incredibly well, there just hasn't been the same fluidity to their offence here at Nechel's Wellbeing Centre so far this evening. Struggling to get those opportunities that they like in the lane. Of course, still plenty of action left, not only in this second quarter, but of course in the rest of the game as a whole. And speaking of offensive powerhouses, here is Zach Powell. City of Birmingham's leading point scorer so far. It's very admittedly early stage of the 24-25 NBL. Here is Pinnock then driving to the basket, loses his footing. Again, a lack of fluidity, which I've just spoken about, on display there for the Reading Rockets. Just these unforced errors as far as the visitors are concerned, just beginning to mount up ever so slightly. Something for the coach, Samit Nourizadeh, just to think about with Zach Powell. Takes Reece Pinnock for a trip there with the spinorama. And this is some nice ball movement from the men in red. Orland Jackman decides to post up. And draws the contact. As you can see there from the referee's hand signal, a timeout has been called here in the second quarter. And all we can hope for is that those technical gremlins are of course sorted as the evening progresses. So a reminder of the score here in Birmingham. The City of Birmingham Rockets currently 18-13 ahead with 6 minutes and 11 seconds remaining on the clock here in quarter number 2. Both of these teams, of course, unbeaten so far in NBL Division 1. I mean, the Rockets last weekend against the Trailblazers, the defending champions. What an incredible performance that was. Beating the Trailblazers by a score of 82-76. As for the visitors, Reading, they emerged victorious on home court against the Thames Valley Cavaliers by a score of 88-79. So plenty on the line here for two sides who admittedly had very different campaigns in 2023-24. The COB Rockets finishing 9th in the end, winning just 8 of their matches, whereas the Reading Rockets finished in 4th place, having won 16 out of 24. So this really would be another big scalp as far as the home side are concerned. Arguably just as big as that victory against Derby last week. As we'll see here throughout the evening, this Reading side really are very capable on those fast breaks and in transitional offence. Orland Jackman gets ready to get us back underway, of course. 2 free throws here after drawing the contact. Let's see if he can cash them in here for the hosts. First one is up and good, no problem there whatsoever for Orland Jackman. Man who has plenty of experience at this level. Steadies himself now for the free throw. And makes the second one, no problem whatsoever. Jackman 2 for 2 there with his free throws. Now was the home side into a pretty commanding lead of 7 points. See some changes now as well for Reading. Out there on the court, here is Pinnock then, the standing captain. That's another little matchup to watch out for this evening. The shot put up there from Matt Ullman is unsuccessful. But yeah, that battle between Martin Gale and Reece Pinnock. Gale, of course, say, a very good perimeter defender. Pinnock will be looking to utilise the mid-range and the three-pointer as the action progresses this evening. He's got a job to do here against Zach Powell. Powell gives to McGregor, drives inside. Some really good combined defending there from the visitors, wins them back possession of the basketball. Here is Simon Chamberlain, one of the Rockets' latest recruits. Coming all the way from Toronto in Canada, who was a prolific scorer at university level. Here he is against Orland Jackman. Great use of the post move. But cannot make the shots. Ryan Gale now has the opportunity to produce another attack here for the men in red. Excellent crowd here tonight as well, it has to be said, at Neatchell's Wellbeing Centre. A couple of hundred in. I've been told they're making plenty of noise. Zach Powell draws the contact. Can't quite connect with the shots. But yet again, this was an issue actually last week, as far as Reading were concerned. 21 fouls as a unit against the Cavaliers, even though they went on to win that contest. It was an issue that plagued them, especially in the third and fourth quarter, and already so far, well, they're racking up the fouls for fun. Unfortunately, not getting too many of their own, just drawing the 5 fouls from the home side so far, with a couple of those coming from OKCMA. Zach Powell then, with his first free throw, is successful. Moves the score on to 21 points to 13. Hasn't quite been the high-scoring start to this first half or so that we expected heading into this one, as Powell makes no mistake on the second, makes it 22 points to 13. You can just see something is brewing here as far as both of these teams are concerned. With Simon Chamberlain then being guarded by OKCMA. And Lucas McGregor has been called there for a reach. I don't think you can complain about that one whatsoever. Samir Razadeh, the Reading head coach, makes a couple of changes. The big one, of course, is the man wearing the number 8, making his way towards our position here in the comms area. Victor Olorin. Just the 19 points against the Cavaliers last week as Clark driving towards the basket. Again, it's another foul against the Reading Rockets. Far too many so far, especially in this second quarter. Cannot afford to allow the City of Birmingham Rockets to have these, well, easy points at this stage. Making a great deal of their free throws. It was something that Charles Smith stood aside to improve heading into this season. And Zach Powell, the former Reading Rocket, is having an excellent half so far. Cashes in his 10th point. Makes no mistake on the second either. In a case of deja vu, makes both of the free throws. So the City of Birmingham Rockets, 24 points to 13 here. Just beginning to extend a little bit of a gap after it was a difficult opening quarter, actually, in many ways, as Clark pulls up here. Again, doesn't connect. Good hustle shown there from Faris McGall around the number 0 for COB. Jackman faking the shot there, attempts to go inside to OKCMA, can't quite corral that ball, and there might be an opportunity here for Justin Hopkins, driving viciously to the paint. Clark now wins it back. Open shot here for Olorin, and makes it. Excellent way to bring the streak to an end as far as the visitors are concerned. And Victor Olorin gets his first 3 points on the board here in Aston this evening. Well, again, showing great intent. Going out to the board as Olorin falls over there. Slightly unfortunate there for the away side. He was away from McGall, completely clear of his man there. Unfortunately lost his footing. Chamberlain again there is met once more by Martin Gale. And I'll say this throughout the broadcast, folks, it really is an absolute pleasure to watch Martin Gale do his thing. grandson of the second city. Here is Stallman already attempting the back dunk. Throws Mahal has a little bit of time and space on the right wing, opts to give it to Zach Powell. And know this team incredibly well. Scored 15 points against the home side in the opposite fixture of these two teams last season. Jackman cannot get that in before the 24-second shot clock expires, but just going back to our point about Zach Powell, he was fantastic, wasn't he, last season for the Reading Rockets in the reverse fixture. Scored 15 points. Had 8 rebounds, also had 4 assists. Right here at Nechells. Another timeout called there. I want to be honest, which I don't think either side will mind at this point, actually. Just provides a little bit of calm in the chaos. Score currently 24 points to 16 in favour of the City of Birmingham Rockets. And in terms of some of those point scorers, Zach Powell is once more the standout guy as far as the hosts will be looking at it. 11 points. He's only scored 2 of his 5 field goals, but the free throw percentage, well, it's excellent. He's made 6 out of 7 so far. Orlan Jackman has also made all 4 of his here at Nechells this evening, with Luke Okasieme making the other 3 throw for the home side. As for the Reading Rockets, just looking at the distribution of their points, Clark scoreless so far. That's a big surprise, actually. Mitch Clark, one of the most prolific and proficient scorers in NBL Division 1, scored 19 points in the fixture between Reading and City of Birmingham at Loddon Valley in the 23-24 season. But interestingly enough, he was kept rather quiet right here last season. Made just 8 points against the COB Rockets back on the 10th of February 2024. So potentially history might be repeating itself. A little bit of a bogey team for Mitch Clark. But of course, we'll have to see. Only time will tell. He's a fine player. He's the Western Australian guard. He's good ball control. Obviously has a keen eye for an assist. And he's also a deadly and efficient 3-point shooter. If you are, of course, of the perspective of Reading, you'll be hoping that he can heat up heading into the second half. So too will Reece Pinnock. Currently 0 for 3 in terms of his shooting in 11 minutes out there on the court. As this bumper home crowd serenades their side with shouts of "Come on Rockets." I suppose that actually appeals to both sides here this evening. So apologies for any confusion about the 2 team names as well. But yeah, of course, both of these teams named after spaceships. Here we go then. Here is Mitch Clark. Draws the contact, and it's given as a charge. Excellent bit of defending there from Zach Powell. So Mitch Clark protests his innocence. But that was some pretty heavy contact as far as the Aussie was concerned. That's his second foul of the evening as well. Just looking on those fouls, they really are beginning to tally up for Reading in this second quarter. A number of players already have 2 personal fouls to their name. Of course, at half-time, folks, I'll keep you updated with some of the other scores on the doors around NBL Division 1. It's a bumper weekend up and down the country. Of course, arguably, this is the biggest encounter of the lot. 2 unbeaten sides. 2 sides who really got off to excellent starts as well in their respective campaigns for different reasons. I mean, Zach Powell, who we've seen a lot of in this first half, mentioned last week about the gritty nature of their victory. Mitch Clark this time. Goes down under heavy contact from Zach Powell. And draws Zach's first foul of the evening. City of Birmingham's third in this second quarter. 2 minutes and 21 seconds remaining. The score 24 points to 16. Let's see what Mitch Clark can do here. He'll be desperate to get his first points of the evening. Will this be the moment? Yes, it will. Well, I mentioned about his scoring capabilities. Mitch Clark is off the mark here in the second city. Really nice way to get it as well. Showcasing that silky smooth ball movement. Here is Ollerin. Makes the layup look easy. So timeout is called here. That deficit in a matter of seconds, just 26 seconds, is cut in half. Now just stands at 4 points between these two sides. Home side will be frustrated with that. You'd argue they've probably had the better looks in both the first and the second quarter so far. Yes, there have been times where the ball movement hasn't been electrifying by any stretch of the imagination. Of the two teams, they have had the better of the basketball so far. As we all know, in this great game, things happen very quickly, and the situation can change in a matter of moments. Just to give you some of the updated scores then from some of the other games taking place around Division 1 this evening. The Thames Valley Cavaliers are leading the Nottingham Hoods 82 points to 62 in the game between the Worthing Thunder and the Derby Trailblazers. The Trailblazers, the defending champions, currently up by a score of 55 to 36. And then in terms of some of the other scores around the NBL, the Hemel Storm beating Newcastle by 109 points to 81. Bristol Hurricanes beat the Loughborough Riders by 79 points to 66. And how about the Milton Keynes Breakers? An emphatic 123 points to 78-point victory over the Bradford Dragons. So some very high-scoring games up and down the country so far on this Super Saturday. Of course, we're here bringing you all of the live action from the game between the COV Rockets and the Reading Rockets. Excellent pass and spill there from Levi Knoll in an attempt to find Faris McGall. The ball is deflected out of bounds. It will be COB possession. So 1:48 on the clock. How Charles Smith's side would love to get a couple of quick baskets here. Well, that's one of them. That is exactly what the doctor ordered as far as Levi Knoll is concerned. Shows the use, the effectiveness of the timeout. Here is Mitch Clark from three. Dances around the edge of the rim. Goes out to Levi Knoll. It's been a very busy start to proceedings for Levi this evening. It's done a very good job on the defence. And of course, that basketball down the other side too. Nature's crowd really making itself heard. Jackman draws contact. Can't quite make the layup on that occasion. And here is Mitch Clark once again, the floor general, weaving and bobbing his way through. But yet again, as has been the case on far too many occasions for the visitors, the layup doesn't go in. The score remains 26 points to 20, 45 seconds on the clock remaining here. Knoll goes out to Orland Jackman. He's got Simon Chamberlain for company. McGall faking the shot, drives inside and makes the layup. Magnificent from Faris McGall. And that's why Charles Smith brought him in, to make that impact on this side. Excellent showcase of skill and ability there from the Solihull-born man. Makes the score 28 points to 20 as Reading opt to take their second time out of this second quarter. have to say it's slightly lower scoring than we would have expected between these two teams. Whether we'll see that sudden implosion or explosion of scoring capabilities in the second half of this contest, only time will tell. 28 points to 20 does reflect slightly low scoring effort actually from both these sides, considering just how many three-point shooters they have at their respective disposals. And a massive thank you to each and every single one of the 95 of you tuning in live here on the City of Birmingham Rockets live stream. We can only apologise if there are any technical gremlins and difficulties. Just looking at the stream, it seems to be fine now. We are hoping that you are enjoying our coverage of this crunch encounter between the two Rockets. As Reading get us back on the way here. Justin Watkins wearing the number 13, gives it to Simon Chamberlain. Haven't really seen too much of Simon Chamberlain actually so far. Spoke about him just before the game started. Scored 14 points last week. He's a handful, both mid-range and the 3 points. Zones as that one is deflected out of bounds. Will be COB possession. 9.2 seconds on the clock remaining. Let's wait and see what the host can do. Not long at all. Orlin Jackman, the floor general, marshalling his troops out there. Gale then to restart us from the inbound. High pressure defence here from Reading. Here is Gale taking on Orman. Not long on the clock at all. Boys with McGall, puts in the layup and just misses. That will bring us to the end of the second quarter, at the end of which the City of Birmingham Rockets lead Reading by a score of 28 points to 20. We'll have a short break here on the live stream, but we'll join you in around about 10 minutes or so for the second half. Do not go anywhere, folks. Yeah, this one is set to be a very, very intriguing contest indeed. Welcome back, everyone, to Nechel's Wellbeing Centre as we prepare to get the action back underway for quarter number 3 here in the game between the City of Birmingham Rockets and the Reading Rockets. As you can see on your screen, it's the City of Birmingham who lead this one 28 points to 20. And in terms of the tail of the tape, I did promise that I'd go back to some of the scoring stats and some of the facts and figures from the opening half. Zach Powell for COB has scored 11 points, just 2 of those coming from field goals. The rest of all came from the free throw line. As for the Reading Rockets, their leading scorer so far is Victor Ollerin, who again has not scored a single free throw because he hasn't taken one, and is also 2 from 5 from his field goals. Here we go then, the visitors get us back underway for quarter number 3. They've got quite the task here to eat into this 8-point deficit. Here is Ollerin. Can't cash in the baskets on that occasion. Allows for a bit of a transitional opportunity here for the men in red. I imagine the half-time team talk would have been a very positive one as far as Charles Smith is concerned. In addition to outscoring them, also very disciplined with regards to the personal fouls. Just 7 committed by the home side in the opening 20 minutes of action here in Nechel's. Here is Nasangu then, setting the screen for Mitch Clark. Slight bit of a mishandle there from Ollerin. The ball will remain in the hands of the Reading Rockets. But of course, last week in that game against the Thames Valley Cavaliers, you just look at some of the standout performances. Ollerin scored 19 points, Clark scored 18 points. Zach Powell with the alley-oop up towards Okasieme. He's better than that there by Tyner Sandu, and now there's an opportunity for Zane Horman to score the first points of this third quarter. Just going back to that point, plenty of the starting 5 big totals for Reading last weekend. It hasn't been the same story here so far this evening as Jackman's shots finds the iron, wins it back on the offensive glass though. Around about 10 seconds on the shot clock on this one. What can Zach Powell and the Rockets manufacture? Decides to pass it back to Jackman. Slightly short of the three, won back by Okasieme. Three from Gale, no good. Some valiant hustle shown there from Victor Olorin to win possession back for Reading. And of course, speaking of that starting five, a look back to the COB Rockets last weekend. Zach Powell, of course, was the main operator, 19 points in that victory against the defending champs, the Derby Trailblazers. Mitch Clark has his pockets pinched. Jackman slightly sloppy on that one, just sends the pass behind Martin Gale. Gives the ball straight back to Reading on a potential fast break opportunity. But speaking of those two, of course, they were also key factors in that victory in Derby last weekend. Gale scored 14 points, also had 7 rebounds and 4 steals. Here is Gale again, up towards Okasieme. There's definitely a tactic for the men in red in this second half, bringing that little X factor, a bit of energy in this one, trying to get Okasieme a bit more involved. Powell launches up a shot. Okasieme then has his shots deflected off the rim. Reading come out with the ball once more. Clark driving delectably to the hoop and cashes in his 4th points of this contest. Cuts that deficit down to just 4 points. So COB leading Reading by 28 points to 24. It's been a slightly hectic start for the home side. Gale releases that one from behind the 3-point line. Scooped up by Simon Chamberlain. He himself also had quite a quiet first half. Really good pump fake. And cashes in the layup. Moves the score on to 28-26. How quickly this wonderful sport can change in the blink of an eye. Gale being hounded here by Zane Norman, gives it out towards Lucas McGregor. Who's playing his basketball for Flexichem in Ireland last year. Portman makes the layup uncontested. And just like that, folks, we're tied at 28 points to 28. Reading have come out like a freight train in this second half. Around about 3 minutes and 30 seconds of action. Catalysed is the timeout from Charles Smith and the City of Birmingham Rockets, because what seemed like quite a comfortable 8-point lead has evaporated for the home side. And they won't be too pleased about that at all. Especially after keeping that starting five very quiet in the opening exchanges of this encounter. Of course, plenty on the line for both sides, even though it is very, very early on in this NBL Division 1 campaign. The Reading Rockets will look to get their road form off to a perfect start. And as for the City of Birmingham Rockets, this is their first regular season game in front of this bumper crowd at Mitchell's Wellbeing Centre for the 24-25 season. So they'll also be desperate to send these fans home happy in the second city this evening. There's been so much noise all night long, all evening long as well. Also saw the Rockets women's team an excellent victory over Nottingham in the WNBL Division 2. So congratulations as well to the Rockets women's team. Let's hope that their victory can be replicated by the men here on home courts on this fine Saturday evening. So it'll be Martin Gale to get us back underway. Just under home side basket. We've seen this all night long with regards to Reading's defence. Putting high pressure, up tempo, defence beating the men in red pretty much as soon as the ball is inbounded. Here is the Owen Jackman driving viciously to the paint. That makes it a bit of bully ball there from Paul and Jackman. We've seen that so often in his illustrious and storied basketball career. He's been in England, Nasangu met by Luke Okasieme. Just listen to the reaction of this crowd. A big stuff of a block by the 6'8" centre. That's the kind of energy play that gets everybody lifted and motivated to go on a bit of a streak. Really good defensive heart and hustle shown there from the Rockets' number 21. We mentioned it in the pre-game show as well, that matchup between those two, Okasieme and Nasangu. Both 6'8", both intimidating, very tall presences in the paint and the post. Looking forward to watching how those two get their battle underway in this third quarter. So far, you'd have to say it's Okasieme with the bragging rights. It's an attempted shot here from Leon Henry. It's no good. Both sides struggling to generate any real rhythm from the three-point line. Here is Olerin with a wide-open three. Rebounded by Orlin Jackman. Martin Gale now this left-hand channel has time and space to weigh up his options. Goes out towards Leon Henry. Back now to Okasieme. Fancy bit of footwork. Makes Nasangu on the block. Lifted in with a floated left-hand layup. Lovely shot there from Luke Okasieme. It's beginning to heat up a little bit in quarter number 3. Pin it now to Nasangu. Back out towards Borman, has his pockets pinched. Here is Orlin Jackman, gives it out towards Leon Henry. Driving layup, put back from Jackman is good. Now the home side on a bit of a streak. Gale with the steal and the layup. Oh, brilliant from the City of Birmingham Rockets. Well, they saw their 8-point lead vanish and disappear in a matter of moments early on in this third quarter. And as a result of some fantastic defensive awareness, some real great hustle and courage shown on the boards by Orlin Jackman, they've now extended that lead back to 8 points. It's COB Rockets 36, Reading Rockets 28. It's Reading opt to go with their first timeout of this second half. It's a timeout which comes as a rather crucial venture for Sami Nurizade's side. Of course, they'll be desperate to get this victory, make it 2 wins out of 2 in this one. And the same can be said for the City of Birmingham Rockets as well. Here we go then. Again, folks, we can only apologise if there have been some issues with the audio and the pictures here in Nechells this evening. It is just some connectivity issues that we've been suffering, but thankfully the stream does appear to be smoothening out a bit in this second half, so fingers crossed everything will be absolutely fine as we head towards the crunch stages of this encounter. Here is Nasangu then, has Olerin out on the left-hand wing, gives it to Chamberlain. Norman with a slight pump fake, driving into the paint. Excellent ball movement into Pinnock. The ball is won back by Nasangu, who is blocked by Luke Okasieme. Oh, to rub salt into the wounds of the Reading Rockets. That's their 24 seconds up as well. Really has been a defensive clinic from Luke Okasieme in this second half so far. A couple of big blocks against his opposite number, and you can just see the impact that's had on both teams. Home side just seems to have that extra bit of X factor in quarter number 3, and they really are balling out in this second exchange of the third quarter. Gale then with the inbounds. Around about 4 minutes remaining on the clock here. COB Rockets coming up by 36 points to 28. You can just hear the mood here in Nechells as well. It's lifted by a rather significant factor, and that's all down to Okasieme. Here's Jackman, pulls up for the mid-range, can't connect on that one. Wins his rebound back though. Gives it to Gale, who sends Chamberlain flying out. 3 up here from Leon Henry. No problem whatsoever for the Rockets, 3 points, hard hitter. Excellent stuff there. Here is Olorin. Pinnock, met once again by Okasieme. Slightly mistimes the block on that occasion. That one will be adjudged as a foul. Pinnock here just taking his time to get back up. Did hit the floor very hard there. It was a valiant effort from both parties there. It's just a basketball incident, nothing malicious in that one. And that's nice to see between Okasieme and Rhys Pinnock. Show mutual respect out there on the court. Here is Pinnock then for just the third and fourth free throws of the evening as far as the Reading Rockets are concerned. The first one loops out, it's no good. So Rockets up 39 points to 28. And once more, there's a little bit of a melee in the middle, and it's won back by Levi Knoll. Leon Henry now with possession of the basketball. Gives it back to his guard. Here is Orland Jackman. It's been an absolute nightmare all evening long for Reading. It's Okasieme this time. It's his instance to get blocked by Justin Hopkins. COB win it back though. Good pass from Okasieme out onto the right-hand channel. Gale now, attempted pass, excellent balance from Levi Knoll. Not sure how he kept that one in. Now goes to Leon Henry. Out in the corner. That one will be Reading ball once more. 2 minutes and 54 seconds left here in quarter number 3. COB Rockets 39, Reading Rockets 28. It just has the makings of one of those games, doesn't it? Someone finding fire, catching form in quarter number 4. Of course, for the COB Rockets, they'll be hoping to really extend that deficit to something substantial and take Reading out of the game before they can get a little bit of a streak of their own. Charles Smith marshals his men to the sideline. A little bit of tactical chat. Smith, of course, an absolute legend of the British Basketball League up in Newcastle. Multiple-time champion. Comes here with such an impressive CV. We're looking to coach this side to a pretty high finish this season. The expectations here at the COB Rockets are pretty lofty. In their second season in NBL Division 1, they were desperately disappointed by their outputs in 2023-24, finishing 9th in the end. Hoping for a much better time of it with this fresh crop of players. Here is Gale then to Okasieme. Nice screen there for the pick and roll by the 6'8" centre. Jackman providing an option down the left-hand channel. Not long on the clock, and that'll be a shotgun violation. Gale ended up making the shot in the end, but it won't count. The 24 seconds were up. And that will recycle possession of the basketball to the visitors. Just have confirmation here of the inbound and the infraction. Here is Rhys Pinnock then, the standing captain for Reading this evening. Gives it out to Zane Foreman. Pinnock now has plenty of time and space. Out on their left-hand channel, opted against taking the open three-point from the wing. Instead goes into the paint. Popped up by Foreman. Slightly too much on that one. Gathered up by Olorin. Just a sea of red shirts in there, providing a real defensive presence. Down in the low post, Olorin cashes in the 3. Lovely work there from the previous Reading high scorer. Had an excellent game against the Thames Valley Cavaliers. And as you can hear on that one, some more good defensive work opportunity of Orland Jackman, draws the charge. So that'll be a second foul of this third quarter. I mean, that really was the crux. It was the undoing as far as Reading were concerned in the opening half. You look at the personal fouls, COB Rockets conceding 7, Reading conceding a staggering 11. That gave up so many free throw opportunities. You look at the difference in those first couple of quarters. The City of Birmingham Rockets manufacturing 13 free throws, Reading Rockets just 2. So that really was where the initial undoing was, as far as the visitors were concerned. Scored 39 points to 31. CJ Hayden and Ryan Knoll attempt to do something here for the men in red. Knoll calling for the screen. Nicely set by CJ Hayden. Gale pulls up. A little bit short on that one. Gathered up by Leon Henry. Steps out of bounds. Eagle-eye call there from the referee on the sideline. Once again, it just allows Reading a little bit of breathing room as Mitch Clark, the Australian guard, comes back into the affray. Didn't have the greatest of first halves, but anyone out there on the courts is set to have a big second. Ruby, the former perfect Bendigo man. Again, had plenty of time and space. Wasn't needed in the end. Wonderful stuff there from Justin Hopkins. Not only gets the layup, but also gets the and one opportunity as well. Moves the score on to 39 points to 33. With around about 90 seconds remaining here in quarter number 3. There's a little noise in the atmosphere again, ramps up here at Neutral Wellbeing Centre. The crowd trying to go off Hopkins, but there's ice in those veins. He makes the and one. Makes it 39 points to 34. Henry again, looking to get some offensive involvement. Hayden, bit of bully ball, attempts to go for the standing layup. Under a lot of pressure there from Simon Chamberlain. Can't make it on that one. That's just slightly overcooked there too. Victor Ollerin. And that's that defensive presence that we speak about from Levi Knoll on the perimeter. Just taps it off the body of Victor Ollerin and wins possession of the basketball back for the COB Rockets. Roughly 60 seconds of action left here. That lead a tantalising 5 points for the time being. As the Reading Rockets win it back. Here is Victor Ollerin dancing into the paint, draws the contact. Be another scoring opportunity potentially here for the Reading Rockets. As Ollerin goes to the line for a couple. These are 2 massive free throws in this third period. The start blazing once more. Ollerin, first one, slightly to the right, clatters off the iron. That one is no good. What can he do? Second time of asking. That one again is no good. It's picked up by Orland Jackman, swooping in like a hawk out of nowhere. Showing real leadership in this third period. Nice ball movement. Jackman now. Attempts to cash in the jump shot, can't quite on that occasion. It's won back momentarily though by the home side. And Ollerin goes crashing out of bounds. The COB Rockets win back possession of the basketball. 32 seconds left on the clock here. As we approach 5 to 9 here in the second city. We are not done yet by any stretch of the imagination. Here is Levi Knoll. Goes for a floating pass into Jackman, almost has his pockets pinched there by Zane Horman. Leon Henry now with the 3, air ball. And as you can hear there from the the siren. Also, the shot clock had run out. So 16.9 seconds on the clock. COB Rockets 39, Reading Rockets 34. This one is going down to the wire. Imagine that Mitch Clark will just see out the dying embers of quarter number 3 as the shouts of defence ring around here at Nechells. Chamberlain with the shot and makes it! Huge three-point play for the Reading Rockets. The Hail Mary there from Martin Gale is no good. We are going into quarter number 4 with just 2 points separating these sides. 39-37. And well, at this stage, folks, it is anybody's call. We've seen the ebbs and flows of basketball in each and every single minute, it seems, of this contest so far. As I said, we are not done. 90 seconds time, we will have the restart here for the 4th and final quarter. It's the big one, it's the money quarter. One of these two sides will not be unbeaten by the end of this one. And for the City of Birmingham Rockets, what a huge scalp this would be. When we take a look back to last season and the form guide between these two teams, it was 1-1. So the COB Rockets won 81-75 right here at Nechells on the 10th of February. The Reading Rockets won 99 points to 92 at Loddon Valley on the 4th of Feb. So not much separating either of these two sides. Of course, Reading without Lewis Champion, their captain, this evening. And in this third quarter, we've just seen the likes of Simon Chamberlain, Mitch Clark and Zane Porman really beginning to come to the forefront. So too is Victor Ollerin. We know exactly what that man is capable of. So as you can see, the Reading Rockets, well, they're already back out on the court. They're up for this one, just 10 seconds before the 4th quarter starts. Some last bits of technical and tactical alterations for Charles Smith and the hosts. Let's see how this one will pan out. 10 minutes then to find a winner between these two teams, two very evenly matched teams, it has to be said. What's been a surprisingly low-scoring encounter. Faris Lagal then to get us back underway here for the COB Rockets. You'd imagine that that is also a matchup to watch out for. Mitch Clark versus Zach Powell. Okasieme sets the screen for the pick and roll, gives it out to Martin Gale, post up against Ollerin. Takes the 2-point shots. Can't quite make it. Powell is the offensive board back. Really good vision there. Powell driving towards the paint, gives it out towards McGregor. And he does draw the contact. Excellent ball movement there from the COB Rockets, especially from Martin Gale. The vision, the awareness, using all of that experience and leadership to great effect. Created the initial opportunity for Zach Powell, and Lucas McGregor now has an opportunity to just deliver that slight degree of separation with this pair of free throws. See what he can do. McGregor there makes his first one. Just what the doctor ordered as far as the home side are concerned. So 2 free throws remaining. He was adjudged to have been fouled beyond the 3-point line. Second one is up, and it's good. Score now 41-37. There we go, makes it 3 out of 3. Lucas McGregor perfect from the line, but he's got to get back on his defensive assignment now against Mitch Clark. Wiliest operators in NBL Division 1. It's Hopkins has a little bit of a tussle there with Okasieme. It's the latter who wins out on that one. Really has been defending like his life depends on it in this fixture. Powell there. Mitch Clark. Gale then to get us back underway with the inbound. 9 minutes of this game remaining. COB Rockets 42, Reading Rockets 37. Gale in the inbound, attempts to go to the ball. But Ollerin is adjudged to have stepped out of bounds. So a nice little opportunity here for the COB Rockets. Gives to McGall, pops the quick three. Doesn't make that shot, and now there's a huge opportunity here from the driving layup for Ollerin, who makes it. 42-39. Just 3 points separating the two sides in this clash of the Rockets. Now wants to go to McGregor. The decibels here at Nechells elevate once more. McGregor! Lovely layup. Sends that cushion back to 5 points. Here is Mitch Clark. He parted the Red Sea. And he gets the foul as well. Really good stuff there from the Australian at guard. Here for Mitch Clark, wearing the number 4. See what we can do here with the free throws. Nothing here. The noise levels increasing once more, actually put him off. 44-39. That's all the makings of an absolute classic, this one. A little bit of a sarcastic celebration there, makes the second one. The score moves on to 44 points to 40. Zach Powell, the man nicknamed the General, gives outs towards Okasieme. We'll see a little bit more of the pick and roll between those two. Powell instead decides to go out to Lucas McGregor, who once again tries with intent and purpose and lays that one in delightfully. Two valuable points for the City of Birmingham Rockets, and McGregor is beginning to catch fire in quarter number 4. Really could be the difference maker as far as Charles Smith's men are concerned. As for Reading, they've got to try and find a way to keep him a bit quiet. Because so far in quarter number 4, he's made it look very easy indeed. That's 3 driving layups to the hoop, which he's made in very, very quick succession. But plenty of time still left here on the clock. 8 minutes and 11 seconds in the 4th and final quarter. Foreman utilising his outlet there, which is Mitch Clark. Watching his movement there, there's a good screen from Simon Chamberlain towards the middle. Hopkins now, well, he attempted the dunk. Had second thoughts about it, decides to go for the layup, and makes no issue whatsoever. Here is Powell with a layup of his own, makes it 48 points to 42. You can just see the tempo of both of these sides is beginning to increase. Head towards the business end of this one. Clark, well, he makes a killer 3 there from the right-hand wing. It's a real area of strength. We saw that against the Thames Valley Cavaliers last weekend. A couple of lovely threes. Yet again, does it as the alley-oop to Okasieme. He's majestic. Wonderful bit of court vision there from Zach Powell. See him predominantly as the offensive, the scoring option. Instead, the score returns provider on that one. Simon Chamberlain now attempting to work it into the post. Foreman, nice little fake there. He's met in the middle, but makes the layup nonetheless. 50 plays 47, just 3 points separating these two teams with less than 7 minutes remaining on the clock. Once again, folks, we can only apologise if there are temporary some pictures or any audio issues while trying my best to rectify them as Victor Ollerin now dancing his way through, gives it to Zane Porman, who with a left-handed layup brings the Reading Rockets within just 1 point of the home side. Now gives it out towards Gale. McGall has plenty of space in the corner and makes it! Marvellous from Faris McGall. It's his calling card, those clutch threes. He's made his presence felt in quarter number 4 so far. Here is Clark. And he hands the bat with one of his own. No, he can't. It's batted away by Faris McGall. Martin Gale now just gestures to his teammates to calm it down ever so slightly. Plenty of time on this possession, 15 seconds to be exact. Gale now himself goes for the 3. Slightly too left on that shot attempt. Zane Porman had plenty of rebounds against the Thames Valley Cavaliers last Saturday. Comes up with possession of the basketball, dancing his way through. He's met slightly there by Okasieme. Hopkins though with the hustle and makes the layup. There's a little bit of afters there between Justin Hopkins and Lucas McGregor. 53 points, plays 51. Just over 5 minutes remaining on the clock. Let's see what this one has in store for us. McGall and Powell having a little bit of a chat here. Slight bit of confusion there for Zach Powell. He thought it was from the sideline. Instead, the inbound will be from the baseline instead. That is the calling card of this Reading unit. It's high pressure, high octane defence. Trying to put the men in red into a bit of a corner here. Man to man for the time being. Here is McGall then. By Justin Hopkins, spreads it out towards Zach Powell, the man who used to don the shirt of the Reading Rockets. It would be one of those fantastic sporting narratives if he could be the man to provide the difference here. Here's Orlin Jackman, spins around and makes it! Great bit of bully ball in the middle there from Orlin Jackman. Draws the foul as well, the cherry on top of the COB Rockets cake. He will go here for the attempt of the and one. All the experience in the world as Orlin Jackman. Really made an instant impression and an instant impact on this unit when he arrived here at Nechells in the 2023-24 season. Once more here tonight. Really is proving his value to Charles Smith's side. Here he is then with the and one attempt. Takes a moment to collect himself. Doesn't quite connect this one back though by McGregor. Second chance opportunity goes in. And that is the hustle that we see from this Rockets unit. Manufacturing those second and, well, on that occasion, the third chance opportunities. McGregor has had a wonderful second half, continues to see success in the paint and with those offensive boards. And there is just that slight degree now between these two sides. COB Rockets 57, Reading Rockets 51. Big time out here, you'd have to say, for the visitors. Would love to be a fly in the wall, actually, in both of the camps at this stage. I mean, for Charles Smith, the city of Birmingham Rockets, it's just a case of discipline. No silly free throws, no silly fouls, certainly no technical fouls or flagrants, as that could be the catalyst to potentially change the tide of this encounter. As for Sami Nurizadeh, the former Azerbaijan head coach, well, he'll be hoping for some quick transition points. The whole point of these timeouts is just to end those streaks, provide a little bit of calm and tranquility, if you can call it that, out there on the basketball court. Reece Pinnock, the standing captain for Reading, prepares to get us back underway. He's got Mitch Clark, Tyner Sangu, Zane Porman, wearing the number 11, Simon Chamberlain out there for company as we head towards the closing exchanges of this one. Pinnock to Porman it is then. They'll be looking for a quick reply to that pick-up and lay-up from Lucas McGregor. Pinnock almost loses possession of the basketball there. Calls for the screen from Tyner Sangu. Just 5 seconds on the clock. Pinnock does generate some separation, doesn't connect with the jump shot though. Here is Zach Powell. Has all of Jackman for company. McGall down this left-hand corner as well. How crucial can that three-pointer be? From Farris, gives it to Jackman. Jackman makes it! Terrific three from Orland Jackman. Extends the lead now to 9 points. COB 60, Reading Rockets 51. As the ball now comes back to Mitch Clark. Surprised he didn't take the first time shot there. Chamberlain, again, utilising the outlet of Zane Porman. Just 3 seconds left on the clock, makes it. He was highly regarded during his time at Toronto Metropolitan University. And Simon Chamberlain there, displaying all of those scoring avenues and outlets. Here is Zach Powell, under so much pressure. There's a bit of a scrap and a melee out there in the middle. Zane Porman eventually comes up with possession, gives it out to Simon Chamberlain, who's met there by Jackman. And the Sangu there not only gets the buckets, he also gets the and one opportunity as well. You do wonder if he'll be feeling a slight bit of pressure. The Rockets' number 12, he missed both of his free throws in the opening half. This really is a big one. 55 plays 60 for the time being. Let's see if Reading can make it 56 to 60. Blair once more here at Nechells. No mistake there from Tyner Sangu, makes it a 4-point game. And if I was to say that there were no nerves, there was no sweaty palms or feelings of anticipation, I'll be lying right now. You can see some concerned faces on both sides. They know this one is going down to the wire. Foul out towards McGregor from the three-point line. Just short on that attempt. It's grappled back by Tyner Sangu. Porman now gives it out towards Simon Chamberlain in the right corner. Clark now with the basketball. Attempts to go for it, is met and stuffed by Lucas McGregor. Zach Powell now charging down that right-hand side. He's got Martingale open on the left-hand side. Hollerin was aware though to try and cut that, instead goes into the paint. Gale out towards McGregor, gives it back to his captain. Out towards Jackman. Again, cannot catch that one in. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock here. Clark now pulling up for the jump shots. Well, that is not the situation that the Reading Rockets were wanting at all. An air ball from their go-to scoring guard. Hand possession straight back to the home side. Zach Powell calls for some off-ball movement there from Martin Gale. Imagine that Jackman and Okasieme will also provide options on the pick and roll. Powell for the time being though was happy to maintain possession of the basketball. It's almost pinched by Zane Porman. But to the relief of this home crowd, the basketball is back in the hands of the COB Rockets. 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining here. Okasieme gives it out towards Lucas McGregor. He's got Mitch Clark with him for company. We display the handles, fadeaway shots, attempted collection of the offensive glass. Not quite good there from Zach Powell, and now the ball with Zane Porman. Utilises the outlet. Clark again. Nice use of the pick and roll, generates some separation. It's stuffed by Luke Okasieme. Massive fast break opportunity now. Can he finish it off? But he doesn't get the buckets. He does draw the foul though. And that is opulence from Luke Okasieme. It's also the 5th foul of this 4th quarter. As a result, he will be going to the line for free throws. It's really been an immense display from the Rockets' number 21 in this second half. Providing all sorts of avenues with the pick and roll game, hustle with the rebounds, and those monstrous towering blocks just to put the icing on the cake as far as the hosts are concerned. Can't connect with his free throw though. So one more remaining. Opportunity to make it 61 points to 56. Here is Okasieme, makes the second one. Makes it a 5-point game. Chamberlain now. He thought about taking the 3, instead goes back towards his guard, Mitch Clark. Under a lot of pressure there from Powell. Opts to go to Olerin in the corner. There's a big chance here for the 3. Delivers a dagger from the left-hand side. 61 plays 59. Yes, it's been low scoring at times, it's been hectic, it's been chaotic. But there's one thing you cannot describe this game as, and that's boring. It's been anything but. 10 seconds left on the shot clock here for Zach Powell and the City of Birmingham Rockets. Gives it out to McGregor. Huge shot, doesn't go in. Mitch Clark now, hurrying his side forward, decides to go in towards the 2-point zone. It's hustled away though by Zach Powell. He's got McGregor out on the right-hand side. Goes out to McGregor now for 3. Doesn't make the shot. Okasieme gets the glass. Gordon Jackman now just calming his team down. Gives it out towards Zach Powell. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Gives it to Gale. Step back for 3. Doesn't make it. McGregor wins it back though, and this will be it. The City of Birmingham Rockets win an absolute nail-biter at Nechel's Wellbeing Centre. Well, they think they have. I've just taken a look at the clock. 0.1 seconds remaining, but McGregor is here at the free throw line. And this will be it, the crowning moment then for the City of Birmingham Rockets. It's not been easy at all. It's not done any favours as far as the heart rates and blood pressure is concerned. Goodness me, have they held their own. This will be a massive victory in the wider context of NBL Division 1. They beat the Trailblazers away in Derby last weekend. McGregor makes the free throw. This for the chance to officially seal it then. 62 points to 59. It's Lucas McGregor who really has come through in the clutch. And he makes it. 62 points to 59. Can you imagine that that will be all she wrote? The Reading Rockets do opt to take that 3rd timeout, but it would take something truly miraculous to turn this one around. 0.1 seconds remaining, not even sure that the Rockets will get an opportunity at shot there. But they will be kicking themselves in terms of those personal fouls. Yet again, could have been the undoing of them against the Thames Valley Cavaliers last weekend. Unfortunately for the visitors tonight, it has been their undoing here at Nechel's. As for the City of Birmingham Rockets though, they will be absolutely elated by this. A side who, as I mentioned, decided to go for some new blood, a fresh approach, brand new coach in Charles Smith. He's very animated on the sideline, as you can see. And this will be a nice little moment actually from Charles Smith as Arian Davoudi comes in for Martin Gale, who gets a rapturous applause from his teammates. Let's see what happens here then. And as you can see, the City of Birmingham Rockets, well, they're all in the paint. As long as they don't produce a foul outside of the three-point line, they should be absolutely fine. Here we go then. Should be the winning moment. Chamberlain puts up the three, but it's no good. The City of Birmingham Rockets make it 2 wins out of 2 in NBL Division 1 in the 24-25 season. They have won here in the Clash of the Rockets by a score of 63 points to 59. It hasn't been the highest scoring of affairs by any stretch of the imagination, but Charles Smith and the home side will not care one iota about that. A win is a win. In terms of some of the standout performances, some shout-outs to the likes of Orland Jackman and Zach Powell, both of those guys scoring 13 points. Darius McGaw with that massive three from the right-hand corner in quarter number 4 as well, really turning the tide of this game. But as far as the men in red are concerned, well, a massive mention to Lucas McGregor. 11 points, shot 3 from 9, all of those coming in quarter number 4. Even made a couple of free throws as well. So, yeah, a huge congratulations in store for the City of Birmingham Rockets. They will march on to next week's game against the Worthing Thunder right here in Birmingham on Saturday the 19th of October with 2 wins out of 2. As for the Reading Rockets, well, they'll be disappointed, to be honest. I still think this is a tremendously talented team. I think they've got a very high ceiling, and I don't think we'll be seeing them outside of the playoffs, to be honest, this season. I'll be absolutely shocked. They've taken the COB Rockets very close to the line in this one. Unfortunately, their unbeaten start has come to an end. So they will face off against the Essex Rebels down in Essex next weekend, Sunday the 20th of October. But that is it from us here at Nechel's Wellbeing Centre tonight. We'll sign off.